Good morning, everybody. Tony B here, Sunny Oak Hills. Thing is, we are not at Sunny Oak Hills this morning. We are at beautiful Howard Creek, which is a little community about an hour and a half southeast of Sunny Oak Hills. It's our little camp that we get to come to. It's a hunting and fishing camp. We have our boats here. The river is just back behind me. Our hunting lease is just about 10 minutes that direction. So last time we were here, we were doing work on, we built the firewood shed, got the structure up, stacked all the firewood. All this wood came from Sunny Oak Hills. And we also formed up and poured the slab for what will be our smokehouse. That's where we're going to, as we process our own deer and hog, we'll make our own sausages or a spice blend, and then we'll put them in here, get a good smoke flavor. We're not going to really use this for smoking to complete temperature. We're looking just to get that flavor in there, give it a good ice bath, and then we will put it in vacuum seal bags and we'll have some good sausage. We'll do some breakfast sausage, we'll do some links, keep playing around with the varieties of spices, and yeah, have a good time with it. We have got Lowe's delivered our package for the smokehouse on Thursday. We got concrete block that we are going to lay around the perimeter. We'll come up 3 courses, which will be about 24 inches. And then from there, we will frame up with wood. And that'll be about an 8-foot height to the top of the wall when it's all said and done. So inside, we'll be able to have hooks, and we can hang our 4 to 6 foot long worth of sausage links from the rafters. We're going to put some racks in there so we can do some patty sausage. And we're going to be mixing up some pre-mixed mortar mix. This is my first time using this. It says just add water. So typically you have your Portland cement, you have your sand, and you have your water. Mix it all together and you got a great mortar mix. This is supposed to be a little simpler. So haven't laid block in a very long time, like very long time. Yeah, we're going to see how it goes. Can't be too hard. I mean, we're only looking at three blocks. That'll split half block, 3. We'll have a doorway here that comes in. These pieces of rebar that you see, we put those in the concrete before it hardened last time. Those are our vertical cells. What we'll do is we'll pour concrete in those cells, the concrete block cells, add some strength, rigidity to the structure, and then the very top course, we will actually fill those block cells with concrete, and that'll allow us to put our bottom plate on of the smokehouse walls, and if all goes well, we'll have a smokehouse in a couple of days. We're not doing this to, well, I went back and forth on this like for a while. This has been a long process, and I'm probably, sorry, the sun, we're probably way overcomplicating the thinking of a smokehouse. Like I said, we're not doing it to temperature, so it would not really be a cold smoke. It's not really a hot smoke. We're just getting that flavor of the smoke inside the casing, inside the sausages. But I think I bought a little basically a miniature camp charcoal grill. We're going to put it right here in the center, and we can have the lid on it so that as the sausage gets that flavor, if there's any drippings, it won't be coming down and hitting the fire and making it blow up. The other option is to come out here on either side of the smokehouse, and we could pipe into a firebox. That would be a true cold smoke application. Thing is, here in Florida, we don't have too many days that we're able to really get the temperatures down on the outside to get that cold smoke without having dangers of the sausage spoiling. It's going several hours that way. You can add your cures and everything, and that will definitely help a lot. But I think having a firebox inside the smokehouse We have the concrete block around it as a barrier for any heat. Shouldn't have any problem with the smokehouse going up in flames. But we're going to get going here, get set up. I got to mix up this mortar mix, get the block laid out, and yeah, do a little time lapse and lay some block. Alright, remember when I said overthinking this thing? Here we are. Got 2 courses up, and I'm almost wondering if that's going to be plenty. I mean, I had the block, figured the block to do 3 courses high. I'm almost wondering if 2 courses is enough. The other side of me is like, idiot, you bought the block, might as well do it. So I guess we're going to try it and see. But this is kind of a dry fit. You can see, so this is 4 feet by 4 feet. So by the time we take off the 8 inches and 8 inches, you know, you're a little bit less than 3 feet in the middle. But again, plenty of room because the walls will come up. We'll have 2 by 4 walls coming up here. If we go another course of block, there'll be about 6 foot tall walls on top of that, so 8 foot total. And then we'll have rods going across, hang the sausage from that. We'll be able to smoke 100 to 150, maybe even 200 pounds of sausage in this thing. So, going to think on this. We'll see what happens. Y'all, we're kind of doing this stuff like on the fly. I had this idea in my head. This is about what I wanted it to be, and I think this will work. I like the 3 courses more than the 2 courses, just because, again, this firebox or the grill is going to be about this tall, and then have a little bit of room just in case the flame flares up. We still have the protection of the concrete block before it even gets to our wood frame. The thing I'm running into now is this being 24 inches. If I wanted a finished ceiling of 8 feet, that's a big, like a long ways up there. So I'm almost thinking maybe we just frame these walls at 5 feet, which would be about here. So we'll have a total of 7 foot eave height for the walls. 5 foot of wood frame, 2 foot of concrete block. We should be okay with that. I'm just trying to think about access of getting in there. The taller it is, the harder it is to reach in here, get it. That's why I left these blocks down low. We're going to run framing down beside this, and this will be our door coming in. Like access the grill, add the block, the wood blocks too. We can reach up here. May have to step in a little bit. Still won't be up against the grill part, and should be able to access all the sausage hanging from the rafters and from the rods going across. So I think this is our game plan. Bring you over here. Let you kind of look at the inside. So yeah, 4 feet, 4 feet. We got, I guess that math is what, 32 inches on the inside in the clear. And then, yeah, 5 foot walls, 5 foot wood frame walls. That puts us at a good spot for 7 foot, and I still think have access. So we're gonna go with that. Just had to talk myself through it, see it. Yeah, the 8 foot idea was kind of cool, but really just seems to be excessive for what we're going to do. And again, I'm just thinking of reaching in there, having to get the sausage out, work around where the firebox or the little campfire grill, it's like a Weber grill, it's a little small guy, but it should hold these chunks of wood no problem. And again, we don't want a lot of heat in here, we just want it smoking. So I think when we do the door, I'll probably cut a little vent in the door here, just get airflow, and then obviously as the smoke comes up, it'll come out either on top of the wall, do like a soffit vent type system, may add a stack out of the roof itself, don't know yet. So we're gonna take all this back apart, mix up some mortar, and here we go. All right, so got everything cleared off here, ready to go. We've got our mortar mix mixed up, looks like the right consistency. So now let's lay some block. So one thing that I wish I had was a 4-foot level, because that's what you should be using. Unfortunately, I'm not sure my 4-foot level is, so we're going to improvise. Another thing would be a piece of like a 2-foot by 2-foot, a 3-foot by 3-foot piece of plywood. That would make this a lot easier to get our mud mixed on with. But we're going to do this. Oh, I need to add a little more water, I think. That's going to be a little dry. Maybe just a little bit more. And everybody out there in YouTube world, please understand, I am not a block mason. I am not even close to a block mason. But, feeling froggy. I think we can make this happen here. For what it is, it's a smokehouse. I wouldn't trust it with a foundation. I'd do it that way. I just know my abilities, know my limitations. There are people that are very qualified to do stuff like that. I want the experts to be in charge of things of that nature. Probably wouldn't hurt to have a little water bottle that I could just add some water when I need to soup it up a little bit. There's a fine line between too wet and not wet enough. But let's try this again. Oh, that looks a lot better. Guys, don't make fun of me now. Told you, not a block mason. Just a man trying to do some stuff to smoke some meat. Back in my younger days, construction, I was fortunate to be around a lot of block work. Again, not laying it so much, but true block masons, masonry guys that knew what they were doing. Any young guys want to get buff and spend a summer getting strong, go lay a block for a summer. The funny thing is, you won't be laying block. You'll be the labor carrying the block. And you will have big muscles when it's all said and done. Yeah, not pretty, but hey, first block going down. Now, one thing I am going to be guesstimating on is it going to be exactly 24 inches to the top of this block, or is it going to be close 24 inches? And nothing super critical on that side of it. It's just a matter of getting everything level and squared up. I know my slab is square. We squared that when we poured it, so that part I know I'm good on. Not worried about that, but it is important that I keep each block level, not just this way, but this way as well. The man I used to work for right out of high school, he was old school construction. Man built a lot of stuff. He'd always say, if you want to fight a job, get the foundation wrong. You get it right, job goes good. You want to fight it, mess up the foundation, and you can fight the project all the way. A lot of truth in that. Life too. If you want things to go right, you gotta kind of plan ahead, take your time, do things the right way. Oh, if all the Masons could see me back from the day, could see me right now, they'd be laughing. Like, boy, you have no business doing this. It's okay. Still fun. And I'm trying. Nothing wrong with trying, right? Either I'm getting really lucky. Yeah, it's just lucky. There's no skill on this. This is just luck. That's all there is to it. I am not about to say I'm doing this like a pro, as I am not. There's 2 blocks. Here's a start. Maybe I'll get faster by the time I get to my last block. Probably not, but maybe. When in doubt, pour concrete in it. I dig it. So if anybody's doing the math, that's 3 blocks in what, 10 minutes? I'm going to be here a while. So the best thing I can do is put this on time lapse. A couple reasons. One of them is boring to watch me lay blocks so slow. Number 2, if I mess up something, it's easier to hide it in time lapse. All right. Well, that's what we're going after. Do this all the way around. 3 courses. Rock and roll. All right, after much longer than I anticipated, we have got our block stem wall up. Again, we came up 2 feet, which is 3 courses from the concrete slab, and that'll give us plenty of fire barrier. Again, I'm not looking to burn a big fire here. This is just something that we can get some smoke generating, fill the smokehouse, and get that good old flavor. Now I just got to come in there, point up some joints, clean up the slab area, and then we're going to pour concrete down this cell, that cell, that cell, that cell, fill all this in down here, and then we're also going to stuff the bags that we use for the concrete mortar, or the mortar and the concrete, stuff them down so that we can pour a cap all on the top here. That'll give us something for our plate of the frame wall to come down on. All right, here we go. been a day. We have got some concrete block up. Did the 3 courses on the sides, coming up 2 feet. Left this bottom section, or this front section here. So we're going to run our 2x down each leg here. That'll be our door framing. Fire pit will go in the middle. Fire ring, fire, what do you want to call it? Charcoal grill. Anchor bolts, probably overkill, but it says Florida, so why not? And yeah, everything's been poured. Went ahead and filled these cells, put some paper in, the paper from the mortar mix, stuck that in, and then packed it full of Satcrete. So we are going to be framing starting tomorrow. Not sure exactly how far we'll get. Love to get the walls up, hopefully get the rafters cut. The siding will be on, hopefully, so it'll be a full day, but we'll hit it again tomorrow.